Now, what shall we talk about?
The vintage Indiana Jones toy line released by Kenner back in the 80s. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's dig, see what I did there, into the VT archive and take a look at all the items released in the line. Every figure, every playset, the horse, the truck, even the 12-inch Indy.
Hello, it's VTR Dave and I'm excited about this episode. You see, I've had this collection for years. You know what it's like. I put it on the shelf and I've kind of forgotten about it. I've never even opened the boxes or seen the playsets or the truck that reside inside.
With the release of Indy 5, and you know I'm all about the hype, this seems the perfect time to rediscover the collection and finally reveal the contents of all those boxes. Fingers crossed we don't find sand, or even worse, evil spirits.
Raiders of the Lost Ark premiered in theatres in 1981, but the toy line was not available in stores until 1982. The actual name of this line is The Adventures of Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I can only assume Kenner were anticipating follow-up films and expecting great success as with their Star Wars toys. But as history has taught us, the line ended with Raiders. Here we have the most desirable figure back then and now. Indiana Jones in his classic outfit. It's a mighty figure. He comes with his whip and his pistol. Unfortunately though, he's missing his shoulder bag. This particular figure even has the rarest accessory of them all, his thumb, which has a habit of breaking loose. Not surprising really, look how thin that is. Unlike the 5POA design of Star Wars figures, Indy has additional knee joints. In fact, the design comes from Kenner's Butch and Sundance, a Western line released in 1979. But even back in the 80s, around the $2 price mark, this figure was a nightmare to locate. Even harder to find is Marion. Her rarity stems from the limited supply back in the 80s. Boys just don't buy as many female figures. The card layout has a striking similarity to their Star Wars line. There's a bubble on the left, backed by a solid colour, a photo from the film on the right, a name peel, and a header across the top. Mind you, it's not the best photo of Karen Allen. You bastards! I'll get you for this! But the figure is decent, in particular the detail put into the dress. She comes with a monkey, and because she can't actually balance on her own 2 feet, she doesn't have the knee joints, by the way. They provided a stand which is hidden behind the figure. These Wave 1 cards are 4-packs, and just like their Star Wars counterparts, you can see them pictured here. Collect them all. Indy has a spring-loaded arm, another design element taken from the Butch and Sundance line, allowing for quick draw and whip action. Kenner had a knack for making the most of card backs, and here they advertise everything available in the Wave, including those iconic playsets. We'll get to them later. This little code represents a factory where this figure was made. M stands for Macau, and this U stands for Unitoys, a factory located in Hong Kong. To provide balance, Wave 1 also gave us some villains. Here we have the Cairo swordsman, who had a brief but impactful appearance in the film. He comes with a sword, a knife, and a removable snap robe. There really isn't much else to say about this guy. In case you're wondering, here are some differences between the vintage cards and the recently released retro cards from Hasbro. The bubbles on the vintage cards are much shallower than the retro ones, and I just prefer the look of that. That's due to this piece of paper that no one ever reads. There's also an additional warning on the front of the retro card, and if we take a look at the back, once again, there's a load of text that no one ever reads. But if you do want to read this, press pause now. This is a favourite figure of mine, Tote, mostly because I think it's a great depiction of the ruthless Gestapo agent from the film. He comes with a removable vinyl trench coat and a small pistol. It should be noted that the pistol is different to Indy's. The best feature of this figure though is the medallion symbol branded into his right hand. As with Star Wars, Kenner employed the mail-away trick to entice us to buy more Indy. Wave 1 included a free Belloc offer as advertised on all the card fronts. To receive your free Belloc, you just had to buy 3 figures, cut out their proof of purchase, their pops, and send them to Kenner, and only 10 to 12 weeks later, he'd be delivered. The offer expired on March the 31st, 1983. Now this card has an interesting pop. The blue seal is printed in reverse if you look closely. In fact, there are 3 variations of this card back, printed in reverse, a sticker which fixes it, and then printed properly. And here's the mail away, a white mailer box, which isn't particularly interesting, containing Belloc in a baggie. I think surprisingly it's Belloc in ceremonial robes, the outfit he wore when opening the Ark at the end of the film. And all the bad guys died. Oops, sorry, spoiler.
Talking of opening things, it's time. Before you comment, and I'm sure you will, I've never worn gloves before to handle items here in the VT archive. I don't want any fingerprints or my grubby paws to leave any marks behind. And besides, this is an indie special. What did you expect?
That belongs in a museum!
We'll go with the map room first. I'm a little bit nervous about this because I've never opened these. I'm sure they have been opened before though in the past. They're definitely not sealed. There we go, we can see the map room there. It talks about the medallion lens will solve the mystery on the front. And what have we got on the back? A few of the features highlighted. Right, let's see if we can pull this open. There we go. I can see a figure already. Let's pull that out. It's Indy in his map room outfit with a satchel by the looks of it. Made in Hong Kong. What else have we got in here? Oh, there's another bag here. Ah, this one contains a number of the accessories. And looks like we've got some inners here as well. Oh, and some paperwork. Oh, look at that. The map room instructions. Oh, I've never seen these. Oh, look at that. And it tells you how to assemble the map room. I'm not going to assemble this, of course, because it looks like we have sealed baggies. Let's just pull out, oh, another piece of paper here as well. It tells you how to use the quick draw action. To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about opening this. I don't want to ruin it. It looks like it just clips open. Look at that. And there's the map room. Ah, a miniature of the city. Look at that. Actually, this playset's pretty small. But I assume you can put the staff in one of these holes here at the end. Let's just see what accessories do we actually have. We've got the 3D map, yes. The staff with the red lens. It looks like you can, yeah, that's transparent. You can look through that. You've got the transit with the tripod. No, where's the tripod? Oh, the tripod is still in the box. There's the pickaxe. A notebook and a grappling hook with string. Well, I can see the string there and the grappling hook. I don't see the notebook. Ah, absolutely tiny. Wow. And what else? Is there anything else on here? So it contains the action figure with robe, pistol and shoulder bag. Oh, I don't know if you can see the pistol there right at the bottom. One down. The next one's the big one, the Well of Souls. The hiding place of the ancient Ark. There's a picture of it assembled there, although assembly is required. And the figures are not included. What's on the top there? Just some of the action features, and I think it's the same on the back, yeah. Oh, this actually feels quite heavy. And this side is taped, this side looks like it's open. I've never looked inside this playset before, so I'm intrigued to see what it looks like. Oh, it is quite densely packed as well. I'm quite nervous about this. I really don't want to ruin it. Okay, yep, it's coming out. There we go. I'm just going to slide that along here. First of all, we have the breakout wall. There we go. I think this hole here allows you to insert a snake or lots of accessories in a sealed baggie. Okay, they look like all of the parts of the arches. That's quite a dark gold. There's a lot of pieces there too. We have the Ark, look at that. That's the Ark cover. Ah, beautifully gold. I would take it out of the packaging, but that's sealed as well. But we can see just how gold that is. That's an awesome accessory. Oh, there's another bag by the looks of it. Ah. Snakes.
Why did it have to be snakes?
There's a mummy there as well. And looks like some torches. Yeah. And these are sealed bags. Yeah, they are as well. If anyone wants to know what the inner card looks like, it looks like this. It's fairly complicated. Can I pull this out? How do I do this? If it's going to pull out, it's going to be from this end. Yep. It's quite tight. Am I supposed to be doing this? I don't know. Let's push it a little bit as well. Ah, there we go. And once again, it's smaller than I was expecting. So I guess the breakout wall goes here. You've got the holes for the arches, and the arc goes there. Lucasfilm Limited, Kenner Products, Cincinnati. I had read about this before and forgot about it, but when I was closely looking at the cover here, in amongst the hieroglyphics, there's C-3PO, R2-D2, and is that Princess Leia? I think it is. Some awesome Star Wars references. Love it. The instructions, of course. One of the souls. We really do care, and I guess the assembly is on this side. Yes. Just talks about fitting the arches, the breakout door. Oh, the mummy fits into the door. That's quite cool. Insert the torches. And then, yeah, I guess you insert the poles into the arc. Ah, this is such a cool set. I would really love to display this, but I'm going to put it all back in the box and keep it safe and sound. In 1983, Kenner extended the Raiders line by introducing a Wave 2 release, quite some time after the film's premiere. However, it provided some notable additions, including perhaps one of their best vehicles ever. Thank goodness for Wave 2. Without it, the line would have been missing some key characters, one of them being Sala. This figure comes with a removable robe and a torch, the same torch that is found in the Well of the Souls playset. These cards are known as 9-backs due to the 9 figures that are pictured. However, only 8 carded figures were actually available to buy. The 9th figure is the mail-away ceremonial Belloc. There are in fact a handful of salesman samples in circulation, but these demand very high prices. They are the holy grail of the line. This is why the recently released retro line includes one. Now I wonder if I can sell this for thousands. No. From the original 4 figures, only Indy and Marion were re-released with a 9-back card. The 9-back versions of Indy and Marion are counterintuitively more desirable to today's collectors, as they are in fact harder to find. This is another favourite of mine, Indy in German uniform, and he comes with his bazooka. On the back we have the highlighted action feature of a spring-loaded arm, allowing for a quick draw of the bazooka. Anyway, we can now see the addition of the Streets of Cairo playset and the Arabian horse, and we'll be seeing both of those later. Definitely the dullest figure of the line, perhaps the dullest figure ever. We have Belloc, just Belloc. His sleeves are rolled up, that's something going for him I suppose. And he does come with a map, although the tape holding the map to the bubble is more substantial. Can't imagine many loose maps surviving. And for the final card, we have the German mechanic, another character with a brief but impactful appearance in the film. He comes with a wrench and a spring-loaded arm. This card still has its original Toys R Us price sticker, $2.87. And I've just noticed his head is rather pale. Wonder why that is. Let's dig into the additional Avengers set provided in Wave 2, Streets of Cairo. You can see a depiction of the contents here on the front. Action and moulded figures included. Assembly required, of course. Let's look on the back. And there we have some of the action features. Right, let's just dig into this. Again, I've not opened this box before. I don't know what to expect. Ooh, immediately I can tell that the paper is much more glossy than the Wave 1 sets. I assume it opens up. Yes, to reveal some assembly instructions. We've got a cart, table and some baskets. Well, let's have a look at the actual things rather than the instructions. We can see the cart immediately. There we go, in a baggie, sealed. It's rather plain looking, as we said. I don't know if there are any stickers for this. That's the cart. What else have we got in here? The baskets, again in a sealed baggie. Very nicely detailed. One thing I've noticed is there are no cardboard innards in this playset. Don't know if they're missing or that's just the way they went. But yeah, the baskets. And I will say, one thing I do love about these adventure sets, in fact all the playsets for Indiana Jones, they really do depict the scenes of the film very well. I think Kenner did a great job of designing these sets. If only they had extended the line. It's a real shame. What have we got now? We have fruit. And a fruit basket by the looks of it. And this is what I guess they mean by a moulded figure. And Marion, I assume she can fit inside a basket. Yeah, she'll be able to fit in there easily. And it did say there was an action figure. Who have we got? Monkey Man. Doesn't look like he has any accessories. That's awesome. Actually, there should be a monkey, shouldn't there? Let's have a look. Is there a monkey in here? There we go, the second monkey, because Marion, the figure, also comes with a monkey.
Bad dates.
I've been looking forward to this one. The only vehicle in the whole of the line. Introduced in Wave 2, the Desert Convoy truck with retractable rope feature. And this one looks like it comes from Toys R Us, priced at $3.92. Wow. On top we've got the truck with the horse. Let's have a look. There she is, the truck. Again, it's on glossy paper. And yeah, we just have assembly instructions. Looks like quite a lot of assembly is required. A lot of cardboard inners protecting this one. Looks like the tape has already fallen off of this card. Can I just lift off the cover? Yes. Oh, looks like we have some accessories. Now, this is a first. Some stickers. I've not seen any in all of the other playsets, so that's a first, and that looks like that retractable rope. Now, can I get to this truck? I'm going to be very careful because, to be honest, it looks quite delicate. Ugh, cable ties. Ugh. After some tense moments, I've managed to detach the truck. I have to say, it feels super, super delicate. I'm not even going to attempt to open the doors. But just having a look around now, there's a fair amount of detail on this. And yeah, those decals go on the doors there, the 112. There's also a tailgate, which slots in there, but I'm not going to do that. And I've just noticed that the benches lift up. I guess you can store all your accessories in there. And then the cover just slots on top, like so. That is a pretty mighty looking truck. Love it. And the rope and tow bar hook around the rear wheels here, and there's a lever that I assume engages or disengages that retractable rope. I have to tell you right now, I really want to put this back in the box. It feels so, so delicate. But I'm glad I've done this. I've now seen what this looks like, and it's mighty awesome. Just in case you're wondering, the truck is safely back in all of its innards. Borrowing from Brit and Sundance again, Kenner reused the line's horse and released it on a 9-back card, a little larger than the figure cards. It was a stroke of genius really by Kenner, as it allowed the reenactment of the truck chase on horseback. And Indy the figure can actually ride the horse, as his legs are designed to open wide.
That's what scares me.
The horse has removable reins, bridle and saddle, and features a galloping action activated by a button on its right side. Remember that scene in Raiders when Indy turned into a giant? No, me neither. But that didn't stop Kenner from releasing a 12-inch version of their main character. It's hardly surprising though, as Kenner borrowed from another one of their lines, the 12-inch Han Solo from Star Wars. Yes, Harrison Ford played that role too. Isn't that lucky? To make it look as though some effort was put in, Indy has blue eyes, while Han Solo has brown. Otherwise, he's kitted out in his classic outfit with the whip and a pistol as well. But once again, the shoulder bag is missing. Somebody at Kenner really didn't like that shoulder bag.
Americans, you're all the same. Always overdressing for the wrong occasions.
Last but absolutely least is his fedora. What the actual This has got to be the worst accessory ever. It's too big, it's the wrong shape, it's the wrong colour, it's the wrong material. It's just plain wrong. I just have to laugh, but at least it can cover Harrison's 1970s haircut and sideburns inaccuracies, which don't really reflect the film's 1930s time period. Oh god, it's just so stupid. I've had fun rediscovering this line today. It's a shame it was so short-lived back in the 80s, it never got past Raiders. Surprising really, considering it's full of gems like the Well of the Soul set, the truck and the Indy figure as well. And today, collectors are paying high prices for these vintage items. With the release of Indy 5, even Hasbro is capitalising on that demand and producing figures for Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, and potentially even into Dial of Destiny. The adventure continues.
Thank you for staying till the end. Reward yourself with another VTR classic. Or just leave a comment, like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and cheers.